Photo by Alex Trautwig, MLB Photos via Getty Images. There are about 10 MLB shortstops that could have made my top 3, either because they had a breakout year, or a tremendous fielding season, but there are only 3 spots, so there are many shortstops who unfortunately could not make it in. Here are some of the notable shortstops that missed the cut. Just MissedJavier Baez, Chicago Cubs. Javier Baez arguably was the best player in the National League last season, so you may be asking why he is not on the list. Well, even though he had career highs in home runs, RBIs, stolen bases, and batting average, he also had a career high in strikeouts, which concerns me. He was 5th in the National League in strikeouts, and 1st among shortstops, so even though he is a great player, until his strikeout rate decreases, then he won't be on my list. Didi Gregorius, New York Yankees. Didi Gregorius had a huge first half of 2018, but then slowed down dramatically in the second half because of an injury. He is going to be sidelined with Tommy John after suffering the injury during the American League Division Series against the Red Sox. I could not find room for him on the list because he is not even going to be on the field the first half of this season. Trevor Story, Colorado Rockies. Although Trevor Story gets to play 81 games a year in Colorado, he still had a breakout year, hitting 37 home runs with 108 runs batted in. The main concern with Story was his strikeouts, but he seems to have fixed the problem, as he had 23 fewer strikeouts in 13 more games. Now on to the list. My Henderson, Getty Images. Carlos Correa may have had his worst year yet, hitting just 15 home runs with 65 RBIs, but he is still an elite player. The previous 3 years of his career, he has had at least 20 home runs each year, along with nearly 70 runs batted in. Remember that he won the 2015 American League Rookie of the Year and a 2017 All-Star, along with winning the 2017 World Series over the Los Angeles Dodgers. What really made me push Correa into the top 3 was he still has huge upside and will be in the playoffs again this season. Unlike Trevor Story, he gets to be a part of one of the best lineups in the league. He will get to hit behind George Springer, Alex Bregman, and Jose Altuve, meaning that he will have more RBIs this season, with Michael Brantley giving him some protection hitting behind him. Correa, 24, is projected to have a much better season, hitting more home runs, runs batted in, batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and fewer strikeouts, which is always encouraging to see. He is going to be healthy going into spring training, so everything seems positive going into another great Astros season. Francisco Lindor, Cleveland Indians. Francisco Lindor continues to be one of the best players in the league, and last season was no different. In 2018, Lindor had career highs in home runs with 38 and RBIs with 98, in addition to leading Major League Baseball runs. It marked his second year in a row with more than 30 home runs and an on-base percentage north of .330. Unfortunately, as I wrote on Saturday, he will be out for 7 to 9 weeks with a calf injury, so his numbers will be down in 2019, but assuming he comes back strong, he is sure to have another big year. Before his recent injury, he was projected to nearly hit 30 home runs and drive in 80 runs while stealing 17 bases. I know that Didi Gregorius is also going to be hurt going into this season, and I left him off of the list, and Lindor is injured going into the season, so why did I rank Lindor? Based on track record, Lindor is already a 3-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger, and a Gold Glove winner, while Didi has not done any of those yet in 2 more seasons. Also, Lindor is projected to have a better season, which is one of my factors into deciding the list. You could say